if you can't make vampire giggity girl-on-girl action work, then your show must really be awful. Hello everyone, I am Mecca, and we have the series that nobody knew about or cared about, but I think if they had actually advertised it at all, then maybe we would have liked it. I don't know. We might have. First Kill showrunner blames Netflix show cancellation, so it's too late now. The show's canceled unless we do some huge fan push. But I'm not a fan of something that I didn't know existed. Never went beyond teen, lesbian, vampire makeout elements. That's really all you need, though. I mean, as long as they're like the 30-year-old teenagers from my day. Remember, in every teenage sort of show, they were all like 25 and 30 and more. I don't know. It never went beyond teen. So I never heard about the marketing. Well, that's kind of how a lot of these shows are marketed, though, with the romance elements, with the sensationalism elements. I mean, just look at how Chucky's marketed.
Ugh. Oh, won't somebody please think of the children?
Nope.
Right? That's the entire new Child's Play series with, the doll that kills people with knives, Chucky, the guy he's got like he's the killer who's got to put himself in the doll's body and then he needs to be a real boy or something. That's all that's about right now. So if these studios wouldn't market these things for that, then some of us might not know, or might have known they existed. Problem I have with a lot of these is that they are all the same thing, in one ear out the other, samesies. So you see yet another teenage vampire show, another this or another that, and there's nothing that really does make these unique or distinguish them. And I don't remember this being marketed as a girl-on-girl giggity thing, because we would have totally made fun of it. And we would have grabbed giggity bumpers and promo things. And yeah, the title sums up the problem in general. They never go beyond the current checklist writing. That's another problem. We have these current checklists of we need one of this and one of that and one of the weird toe and one with the hangnail. All right, so on Tuesday, Netflix decided to cancel a show that nobody had heard of after one season. It is called First Kill. They put a stake in it just because it's a vamp. You get it? They put a stake in the heart of their vampire. Where's your... After one season, today's showrunner, Felicia D. Henderson, went public with her thoughts on why the show was not given a new cycle. First Kill was based on a short story by Victoria V.E. Schwab and executive producer Emma Roberts. Well, I can tell you probably why. If it's just a short story, you probably ran out of material. It's a great premise, but it's already been done better by Ingrid Pitt in The Vampire Lovers back in the Hammer days. It's... really, what else can you do with it other than put it on a giggity channel? I mean, this is fat bait and we know it. This is something that, and if you could actually see it, maybe you can't even see it. Maybe it's so dark you can't see it because they're putting a lot of actresses that you really want to light them. Because let's face it, these lighting directors are just racist. They don't know how to light people of color. They don't know how to light people of color. So that might be part of it. In the series, teenage vampire Juliet, played by Sarah Catherine Hooks, sets out to make her first kill so she can take place among a powerful vampire family. This is Twilight. This is Twilight.
Lesbian Twilight.
This is lesbian Twilight. The girl wants to be part of the vampire family. Bella wants to be part of the vampire family. And those were awful. So she wants to be part of the vampire family. They didn't want her to be, and because she was eating like deer meat and stuff. She was going after that. She wasn't going after anything like people or anything.
Like co-eds.
She wasn't going after co-eds. No, they were out there chasing after deer.
I'm a deer.
And I'm not even making that up just to use the butthead clip. They actually did go after deer in that, because I sat through those with riff tracks, but I wanted to know what I hated and how to hate it better, because you can't just hate something based on the track. You got to sit there and let it seethe and sear into your brain, so you know. For everybody who hates me, watch my stuff. I will give you actual reason to hate me, unlike the made up crap people hate me for. She sets her sights on a new girl in town named Calliope.
Calliope. Calliope. That's a kind of melon.
Calliope.
A Calliope.
I've never seen Calliope in print before. Calliope is a Calliope. That's it. Played by Imani Lewis. She should be played by Emmanuel Lewis for all we care. But much to Juliet's surprise, Calliope... I'm just going to see it as Calliope is a vampire hunter from a family of celebrated slayers. So this is Buffy meets Twilight. Mm-hmm. And then they make out. Why didn't we watch this? We're going to have to watch this.
We didn't know it existed.
This is Buffy meets Twilight, and we didn't watch this. Oh, for crying out loud.
Buffy's a lesbian and meets Twilight.
Both find that the other won't be so easy to kill and unfortunately way too easy to fall for. Oh, this sounds awful. I can't kill you, so let's make out.
Let's make out. Okay.
And this isn't an Axel Braun movie?
No. Yeah, this sounds like an Axel Braun movie.
Axel Braun, get on this. Get on this. I so enthusiastically signed onto the show because it has something for everyone. It
has lesbians, it has vampires.
Henderson said in an interview with the Daily Beast, strong women leads, supernatural intrigue, an epic Shakespearean battle between warring families.
Stop there. That's how you make people lose interest in something. You put Shakespeare in the
and strong women leads in Shakespeare and warring family. You're trying to make Game of Thrones. I want to see Buffy and
something black.
I want to see Twilight meets Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and then they make out.
Something black viewers crave and general audiences need to be treated to. You know what black audiences love? Kung fu movies. No, I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up. You know why? Because like in the 70s, a lot of those theaters in the inner city, they would run kung fu movies from like Hong Kong, and they run martial arts flicks because they were cheap to get. I'm not making that up.
Like Vader versus Kenobi turned into a love story, right? It did. She said, while the marketing materials of the show were compelling, they were a bit reductive. The art for initial marketing was beautiful. I think that I expected that to be the beginning, and the other equally compelling and important elements of the show, monster versus monster hunters, the battle between two powerful matriarchs, etc., would eventually be promoted, but that didn't happen. See a poster for the show. Yeah, it looks like cheap. It looks like a cheap Skinamax movie. Mm-hmm. This is a Netflix show released on June 10th. First Kill made the streamer's top 10 for the English language TV series in 3 days.
All it needs is like...
And then it got killed by Stranger Things.
All it needs is like Shannon Tweed to be on that poster.
Yeah. It would have had Shannon Tweed in the 90s. TV series Cancellations. Henderson maintained the show is kick-ass and we're in the top 5 globally and domestically, and I was very hopeful for its second season.
Then why were you canceled?
According to deadlines and reporting, the series did not have the staying power for most... Oh, I am recording this. For most of the Netflix hits and did not meet the threshold for viewing and completion of the episodes. When I got the call to tell me they weren't renewing the show because the completion rate wasn't high enough, of course, I was very disappointed. Yeah, so people watch the first episode and they don't finish it. Yeah, that's actually a good thing. Because people were curious enough, but the show wasn't good enough to like be anything more than your short story. That's part of it. Storytelling 101. Don't base your TV series off of anything that, I don't know, you didn't write yourself that isn't longer than a short story. How often has that worked?
Not often.
Even Game of Thrones. Let's take Game of Thrones, for example. He's got books and books and books and books of stuff, right? And when he stopped writing the books and they had to come up with crap themselves, it went downhill. At least for me. That was around season 6. And then season 8 came along and everybody hated Game of Thrones season 8.
Take my one of my favorite shows, MASH.
Yeah.
They had a whole freaking war to draw from.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't based on like a book or a story.
Actually, it was based on a book.
Okay.
It was based on a movie that was based on a book.
Henderson, well, how much did it change from the book, though? Well, it changed it to a comedy.
Yeah, well, it was a satire. It was
Now, Henderson did credit Netflix for giving the show a shot in the first place. They licensed the IP and paid for a pilot script to give it a healthy production budget, she acknowledged. So, her and the producers and blah. Here we go. That's it. That just says who they are and what they are and why they are. And
What are they? Why are they? What do they mean?
why is Gamora and all the fun stuff. Now, the real question, though. The real question we have to know.
Who is Jason? Why does he eat balls? Whose balls does he eat?
Why does Jason eat balls? And why is we gotta watch a trailer for this. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!
Jason eats balls.